So I don't want to kind of talk about this a little bit too prematurely, but I think we can all safely say, kind of no matter who wins this game, because there are a lot of smaller civs that could still kind of pull out a victory here, we all have to agree that the Ottomans have been the most impressive in this campaign so far. I mean, it's unbelievable how powerful and how expansive they were in the very beginning, and the fact that they're about to take even more Babylonian cities away from this very awesome empire at one point. Only just, I don't know. I mean, it just is going to continue to snowball Solomon and the Ottomans. I mean, we've really been throwing around the term the fall of the Ottomans quite a lot in this campaign. At least a few videos ago when we saw the huge coalition go up against Nebuchadnezzar. But I think we're actually going to see it within this video. 1560 AD in this world will forever be known as the fall of the great Babylonian Empire. And whoever picks up these cities and grabs this land is going to become the new powerhouse. If somehow the Ottomans don't end up taking that many more cities from Babylon, and we see maybe Russia or Poland take over these last remaining cities, we could see a whole new ball game, of really, really powerful civs. But anyways, let's continue on. We are going to see, I think Akeda is going to fall no matter what. The Ottomans just have way too big of a military, but remember, Poland did pass up Solomon. We saw in that last video. In terms of the graphs, I don't know how or why, but and you know what? Actually, Austria is really going hard. It's not so much Poland. Poland just started manufacturing and I guess recruiting a whole bunch of military units, just a whole bunch of military units. I'm interested to see who's going to take this North Black Sea Babylonian city away, because it could go to anyone. It could go to Austria, Poland, Greece, or Russia. They all border this city, and it's actually a really good location. It kind of holds a very, very strategical location for any of the civs that decide to take it over. We saw Brussels lose Paris, which was sad, but Elizabeth is really becoming super dominant here. Carthage and Portugal. Now, why? So Maria has declared war on Dido. So that's what I'm thinking here is that maybe, oh, you know what? Holy shit. This is not your capital, though. Yeah, Carthage is obviously the capital of Carthage. But you know what? This might be the fall of Carthage, because I didn't even realize. Look at all these great war infantry. The Portuguese great war infantry, there's a whole bunch. They could easily roll through, for sure, Toledo. But I'm thinking 3 cities here. This is a massive, massive land force. And of course, Carthage has the navy to be able to defend, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. Maria just pulled a huge fast one on Carthage and landed a huge invasion on northern Africa. She's going to be able to do this. Also, let's not forget that a lot of the Carthaginian fleet is too tied up with the Greek war as well as the Venetian war. Oh, and Venice might be going after another city-state here. They're sending in their Venetian merchants somewhere. I don't know exactly where they are going, but it would be nice if they take over Florence. No, I like Florence too much. I cannot be rooting for them to take over Florence. Maybe Sofia or something like that. Carthage has chosen autocracy. Wow, that was a surprising one. Okay, well, I got to keep my eye on there. There's just so much to keep our eyes on. I mean, this Portuguese war is going to have a big, big impact. I don't think England's going to be able to... I don't know. I don't even know yet. I kind of want her to take these 2 cities, but I just don't know anymore. I don't know if she's going to actually do it. She's really running out of military units quite fast, which is why I talked about the Celts and maybe the Celts having some sort of impact. Now, what is Morocco doing with their fleet? What the hell is Morocco doing? That's a pretty massive amount of frigates out there. Rome seems to be pretty safe, even though there's been a pretty huge coalition formed against them. Rome has just had way too big of a military to go down that. I mean, and then plus you have to think the AIs are really throwing in a whole bunch of... Whoa! Holy shit! Where is this coming from? Look at this Moroccan army that is coming in with a super sneak attack. You're going for Rome, aren't you? This is one of the biggest... This is one of the biggest squadrons of AI units I've ever seen. And they're going straight through the Sahara Desert. Straight through. They're walking straight through, taking them decades through the Sahara Desert to, I'm guessing, to attack Rome. I believe it's Morocco and Rome at war, unless it could be, maybe they're declaring war on somebody new. There goes the fleet. Holy shit. Wow, so Morocco's finally doing something. Isabella's plotting against Ramses here. How is the Ottoman war doing? Akeda is beginning to fall, and Dur might be next. We have a few people not really pressing the matters too much on the siege here in Borsippa. Borsippa? I believe it's Borsippa, yeah. I mean, no, I know it's not. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I'm just saying, like, if I had to butcher it, would Borsippa be like the most appropriate term to say? No, I know. I'll answer the question. No, I'm sorry. I just will never say that again. Okay, so yeah, we'll focus in on the Mediterranean now because I don't think England's gonna do much here. Let's double check though exactly who is Morocco at war with. Because I am really surprised by that massive, well, the fleet in the Mediterranean as well as the awesome little task force they sent through the Sahara Desert. So where are you, Morocco? You're at war with Rome and Babylon. You're not going towards Babylon. You're going towards Rome. So you're really going hard for Rome. And Rome still seems to be pretty safe. I mean, look at the amount of troops. Oh, now we have Egypt going to war with Venice. That doesn't really mean anything. It's only going to make things a little bit more confusing. How is Portugal going to... Portugal will take over a lot. Look at how many great war infantries. I mean, this is a perfect little force for them to really sweep over North Africa. I mean, the AI did a very good job at, I guess, army building here. You've got cannons and you've got great war infantry. That's all you need. That is seriously all you need. And she can roll through at least 3 cities. I guarantee you 3 cities. Morocco is going to take care of... Actually, who is going to take care of... Someone besides Morocco is going to take care of the Carthaginian fleet. Portugal won't have to worry about that either. Is there any more wars that just started up? No. All right, Morocco, where are you going, buddy? You're going in towards these final Roman colonies in northern Africa? Oh, you didn't move them in as good as I thought you would. All right, Portugal, what's going on here? Yeah, you still have to fight through a little bit more, but you have the technological advantage, certainly, as well as you have the number advantage as well. You also have a fleet over here. You're starting to bring your fleet over. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, so most amount of wonders, we have Catherine at 8, Solomon, who was at 6, but because he took over the Babylonian capital, he's now at 7. We have Morocco, and again, we have Rome and Harun al-Rashid bringing up that 4th and 5th spot with 3. Nothing else seems to happen. No one else chose any ideologies. And let's see what's going on in Babylon really quick. Yep, I don't think anyone's going to take over. I don't think anyone's going to do any more damage unless it's the Ottomans. The Ottomans are the last people that do any damage. Now, the ultimate war that I think is going to have to break out at some point is going to be between the Arabians and the Ottomans. That is going to have to break out. There goes Akeda. Next turn, Akeda is going to fall now to the Ottomans. Jeez. Wow, I just feel bad for him now. I just feel bad. Carthage, what do you do here? Are you being attacked by the Greek fleet? Yes, you are. Wow, so poor Carthage. She's not looking good. She's really being attacked from all sides here. And part of the reason is because she still has control over her fleet, but she's worrying about a lot of other different sort of scenarios right now, and that's the problem. Morocco is going to have some trouble kind of navigating between Carthage and Rome to get to... Carthage and Egypt to get to this city here, this Roman city. What is this? Oh, Portugal did take over their first... Wow. So they just made another city, another colony inside of northern Africa. Portugal is getting stronger. Portugal's only getting stronger by the day. Oh, jeez. Holy crap. The only thing is, look at this. Morocco is seriously defenseless back home. They've got nothing, absolutely nothing to protect themselves from someone like a very powerful force like Portugal. Obviously, Portugal's completely got her sights focused on places like now Toledo and however you say this city's name. But will they ultimately take over the capital, though? That's the key here. Will Portugal be able to get the job done and take over the capital? There's still quite a lot of land units that are protecting a lot of their key cities for Dido. So let's watch Akeda fall. And boom. So there goes even more population heading over towards the Ottomans. Now you got to think that the AI is feeling threatened. I know that they've got to be feeling threatened right now. The Ottomans are the most powerful force in the world. And who exactly is going to be smart enough to ally someone like Arabia? Now Arabia is almost strong enough. Who took over? Is Ur still an ally of Babylon? I'm guessing, yeah, they are. Wow. A couple of city-states have made friends. Looks like there might have been a few different city-state exchanges or something like that. Geez, Elizabeth's got a lot of ship of the lines, and that's why she's been doing so successful now in the Renaissance era. She's been doing a fantastic job. She somehow managed to get herself some iron, and look at all the control she has over Europe. She now is actually facing straight at the face of Isabella, because Isabella's not you cannot fuck with Isabella either. That's a key factor here. You cannot fuck with her. She's hardcore, so you don't really want to do that. Let's watch as, I guess, the Ottomans. Well, I guess we'll kind of keep an eye on just whoever's processing. There it goes. Okay, so now you're starting to attack Amsterdam. Okay, maybe you won't take over Brussels then. Then maybe you just won't take over Brussels. Anyone heading this way? Greece is finally starting to, and Rome is as well. I'm sorry, Russia is as well. Dur might fall, but it all depends if the Ottomans really want to or not. That's going to be key. Carthage and Denmark have made peace. We also have Poland and Babylon making peace. Okay. Carthage, how are you doing, buddy? I'm sorry, baby. You are just not looking so good. I mean, you're in a tough position. You're smack dab in the middle of a lot of really aggressive AIs. I mean, Portugal's really not even close to allying you, but they still declared war on you. You've got Morocco, Portugal, Spain, Rome, Egypt. I mean, that's tough. To a point, you even had Venice at a point, but you kind of shoved them back, which was a good idea. Okay, let's see where Portugal's going to go next. Wow. Wow, Portugal. Yep. So, oh my gosh, what is this map going to look like? What is this map going to look like in terms of colonies in Africa very soon? Things are just exchanging so fast in non-European lands, it's pretty incredible. Yes, we're going to just do something like that. And we're going to continue our way to spin it off. So in terms of score, we've got the Ottomans at 1,597. We have Poland leading up at second place, 1383, 1148 for Ramses and Egypt. Morocco at 1116, and Harun al-Rashid, fifth place at 1104. Wow, we also now have a new, we do have another one in the thousands range, and that's Catherine of Russia. Poland is really going hard up north here, really colonizing the final few spots of Asia that are still left to be taken. Now, Russia, are you going to continue off? Well, Babylon has reinforced quite a bit here. There's a lot of artillery units. Those are certainly units that are above I think a lot of people's technology level right now. We have to remember that Babylon, it was one of the leading, and probably still is, one of the leading civs in terms of science. So they're going to have, I guess, better units. And we're seeing that right now. We see a submarine, but they've had a submarine for a while. I've seen a few civs have 1 or 2 submarines. Well, they still are going for it. Maybe it's Austria. Austria really needs to find something to do here. They've got to find something to make some sort of, some sort of gang. So there we go, Amsterdam and the Netherlands. The Netherlands, and Rome have made peace. I think with those ship of the lines, more than likely Amsterdam will probably fall. There goes Morocco heading in towards Rome. And we still have the fleet, a pretty strong fleet that I don't know. I think they might be a little bit too divided. Whoa, those Roman submarines are going to do some pretty big damages. I don't care how many frigates surround. 4 submarines. 5 submarines. Okay, so even though Rome is really being pressed from all sides here, actually, you know what? Rome's losing a lot of troops really, really fast. We just saw, like 2 turns ago, a bunch of land units just surrounding Rome, and now, slowly, we're seeing that just kind of degrade over time. So let me see exactly what happened in terms of the World Congress. We had Citrus, which was not passed, and we have Freedom, which is not passed. Of course, why would that ever get passed? I'm surprised that was even attempted to get passed. Let's see. I apologize for putting Morocco, my spy, in Fez. I know that is not the Moroccan capital. That is my mistake. I guess, let's go ahead and go to Austria. I don't know why, but let's just go there. And who's another weak civ that, we probably haven't looked at too much? Let's go to Venice. What the hell is Venice thinking? I mean, they've got to be, I don't know. They got to be shaking, in their little boots. I imagine, at least. They've got to be. Belgrade. You've had control of Belgrade, right? Yeah, that was just a bigger city. That's a pretty big city-state for you to take over. The Great Merchant is actually still going over. We actually might see Sofia fall to the Venetian Empire, which, I mean, surprisingly enough, that should have happened a long time ago. That should have happened a really long time ago. So, how's England doing? Amsterdam is to half of his health. Looks like the Netherlands might be destroyed here. We might see the Netherlands destroyed. Germany has denounced Austria, which might be a key for Germany to finally start making an offensive move here. So we have the Ottomans now tied for the first place spot for the most amount of wonders built within an empire. It's now the Ottomans and Russia with the Pora being built in, I imagine, the capital. I think so, in Istanbul. Dur still hasn't lost any combat strength, so that's something to keep in mind. A lot of the Babylonian reinforcements are gone, or they're being split up. Looks like Catherine is going in on the offensive here. New ideology is chosen. Morocco is going to have some trouble, but they should be fine if they play their cards right. They should be okay if they play their cards right. Wait, is Portugal not taking over this guy yet? Looks like they haven't. Maybe you haven't even started attacking the city yet. Okay, now you're going to go. Don't stop there. Don't stop with one city. You have the opportunity of completely killing them. Well, Toledo will definitely fall, but it looks like Carthage is somewhat reinforced with its navy. But what does that mean for Greece? Does that free up Greece? No, because Greece lost a lot of his navy as well. So he's not going to be able to make any advancements either. So that's kind of key. And I think that, yeah, Rome is going to stay alive because of their submarines. It's going to be hard to take over Rome with those submarines. Spain, again, autocracy. It's right down the middle, baby. It's right down the middle. The ideologies is neck and neck. Germany and Ramses. What is the reasoning behind that? Ramses, why did you declare war on these guys? Oh, actually, and we might see another city fall. So is Dur being attacked yet by the Ottomans? I imagine so, although the artillery units will do some pretty good damage and I might be able to keep them away for a little bit longer. How about Russia? Now Russia's going in. And maybe some reinforcements from Greece could help them out a little bit. England, we saw that happen. Carthage. Yep, you're going to have to push back the Portuguese fleet, or else something really bad's going to happen. We also have the Celts declaring war in Germany. That's strange. Okay, so everyone's going to declare war in Germany. Is it because of their massive colonies all throughout Asia? I imagine that's probably the problem. They have been really expansive in that area, so that's probably pissing off a lot of people. Poland has stayed relatively peaceful. Toledo has fallen, and we also are probably going to see this city fall as well. Unless, Carthage is still pumping out a huge amount of navy units, as well as they still have a lot of land units. Look at all these riflemen. That's going to be tough for anyone to take over. That's just a lot of power right there, a lot of pure power. Rome has just done a great defense, a great job in defense. You know who's also key that has been pretty quiet throughout these last few videos is Spain. What is Spain going to do? I know that Spain is still at war with Rome, but they've retreated, and the thing about Spain is that she's got a lot of land units. And you know who doesn't have a lot of land units right now is Maria of Portugal, as well as you could technically say Elizabeth. Spain is going to be a key factor. There we go. Harun al-Rashid just declared war on Ramses. That is key. Now, what's going to go down in the Red Sea, though? It looks... it looks like it's pretty divided. It looks like somewhat divided. It looks like Arabia might have the slight advantage in terms of navy units inside of the Red Sea. How's Dur doing? Dur's still not being attacked. Wow. So we have the Ottomans also declaring war on Carthage. People are going to start to jump on that bandwagon now. The problem is that the AI is going to have a really tough time going through this small, narrow pass to attack a very strong and pretty well-defended city, I think. A combat strength of 72, it's not the best, but it does have walls around it, as well as it does have a river, which will make attacking melee, at least, very hard from this direction. I don't know if anything's going to come out of this war. It'll be interesting, but I don't think anything's going to come out of this war for Arabia. It might stop Egypt a little bit, but I don't think Egypt is a really big problem right now. I honestly don't feel like Egypt is at all an issue. I think they've got too big of... Oh, that's Austria. Okay. Poland and the Ottomans both declared war on Austria. So there we go. So now we're going to see Austria fall. We've been waiting for that for quite a long time. And Portugal's still coming with even more naval units. Holy shit, I cannot keep up. I cannot keep up, guys. Wow. I hope you guys are able to see. Hope you guys are able to see a little bit deeper than me, because I'm trying to navigate this as best as I can and kind of watch as the world begins to continue to fall apart. This world war is continuing on. It's been about 100 years, I think, into this world war. It's still going, and Poland is more than likely going to take over Austria. Yeah, because you have to remember, that's key factor here. Let's check it right before we go. World rankings. In terms of military manpower, number 1 is Poland. Austria is all the way down here at 17th rank with only, what is that, 174,000 compared to nearly 350,000. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.